I think maybe get her on that carnivore diet. You know, if she starts eating
I think it's the protein.
3 steaks a day, she probably won't be midnight snacking as much.
I wonder if he's tried that. You should try that. The poster should try. Have you tried preparing 3 steaks a day for your wife and see if that helps the sleep eating issue? That's so true, Kath.
Yeah.
That's romantic as hell. If somebody made me 3 steaks a day, I would put a baby in them.
The beautiful thing is we're all human. This all happens.
You can do whatever you want. There's consequences, but do whatever you want.
People are going to do what they want to do.
100%.
Bottom line.
The baby's crying and the dog's barking. I'm like, you're bad. Welcome to Two Girls, One Thread. Catherine, I have a question for you. Do you believe in soulmates?
Yeah, I think I do.
You do? Do you think everybody has one soulmate, more than one soulmate?
I think we can kind of choose a soulmate. I think a lot of it has to do with almost luck. Right time, right place.
I think so too.
I don't know how you go about finding your soulmate. I think it just has to happen.
I think it just has to happen. I think you have to have your lucky charms. You got to have your eyes open, your heart open. It's hard because do you think if you're seeking it out, you're more likely to find it in the case of love? Or doesn't it usually happen that when people give up on it or they're like, I'm just going to focus on myself, that's when it usually kind of pops up unexpectedly?
Have you found that to be true?
Personally speaking, I don't know. I feel like love is always finding me, baby. I can't hide. Even when I try to get focused, that's when the girls come knocking. No, I don't know. I think it's all random. I do think that luck is definitely involved, though, for sure. But I do believe in soulmates. And I think that we all probably have at least a handful, you know?
Yeah, I think so, too.
And then maybe like what if each of us have 10 soulmates and then maybe it's just like sets of 10 and then it crosses in different ways. And it just depends. Like if you happen to study abroad and then you stay there, maybe you're going to meet your Barcelona soulmate that you wouldn't have otherwise.
I know. I think that is wild. I'm
dead sober right now in case you were wondering. But no, I like to believe in soulmates. I think that, I'm a romantic and I want to believe that that is the case. But I like your idea of, taking the power back. And it's like I think you can make your own soulmate because you can just project whatever the hell you want onto another person and just decide that they're your soulmate. And then if they decide the same and you both buy in, then who gives a shit?
Yeah. And if that doesn't work out, divorce is always an option.
Divorce is always an option.
Find one of your other 9 soulmates out there.
Yes. Or you could be poly. I hope you got a lot of energy. I hope you've been eating your veggies because that is going to take up a lot of your time. Welcome to Two Girls, One Thread. You might have guessed it. Today is a very special Valentine's Day episode. Happy Valentine's Day, Kath.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Galentine's Day, should I say. That is what is really being pushed this year. That's what I've noticed.
Do you look good in red?
I don't know because now that my hair is a different color, I don't know what looks good on me anymore. So I did not intentionally dress like if Wednesday Addams grew up and became a librarian in Brooklyn, but here we are. It does have a red stripe technically in the sweater. Do you look good in red?
I don't know. I mean, my hair is slightly darker now.
Yeah.
But I feel like people always say blondes look good in red.
Okay. I feel like I have really rosy cheeks, so I'm worried that it would really like veer into the elf territory before it would go into like, I don't know, sexy Barbie territory, but I'll have to experiment with it.
Yeah. I think it is probably one of the holidays of the year that women show up in theme dress for, like the most, all through even adulthood.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess Halloween, but I would say.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think Valentine's Day, the women really do kick it up. I think Valentine's Day is a great opportunity for women to feel disappointed. Because it's kind of like built for women to thrive, because it's like it is about thoughtfulness and these gestures and like really expressing your emotions, which I think women tend to be more primed to do. And then it's going to be pretty rare that you're going to find a king that can match that. So typically.
Yeah, I think like anything in life, you either keep your expectations low and, find your own happiness that way, or you stipulate, you provide a detailed rundown of instructions for the day.
Right. And as we know, there's nothing sexier than telling your partner an exact list of what you want so that they don't mess it up. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, but also as I'm saying it out loud, like that probably is true. But we all want people to be able to read our minds and anticipate what we would want without telling them. That would be the ultimate romantic, sexy thing. It's just, it's not going to hit the same if you're like, I want you to write me a poem. I want you to write me a letter. I want you to, I don't know. What do straight couples do? Do they serenade each other? There's no way. Yeah, I think if you're a guy on Valentine's Day, lay down the plastic.
Completely.
Drop some bucks.
I don't even really need a poem. Like you can just give me like a heartfelt sentence or two over dinner.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
That would even just be like a sweet thing to hear.
Wow, a heartfelt sentence or two over dinner. And like, that's on the bar being on the floor.
I think cards are super cute.
Yeah.
And especially like in terms of long-term mementos, but people are busy, you know. Hopefully he's like out there fighting the good fight, making money. So if he doesn't have time to do a card, that's okay.
Right.
You can still use your words and like I would be happy enough.
But do you want it to be a prepared statement or do you prefer that it's, you know, off the cuff from the heart? Do you have a preference?
No, I think off the cuff is cute. Especially in this day and age, I want, you know, assurance that it's not ChatGPT.
Oh, but what if they memorized it something?
That's true.
Chat told them. Wow, that's actually so sad that you want reassurance that it's not written by ChatGPT. I mean, of course, because a lot of stuff is, and you can tell when someone texts you a chat suggestion or a Valentine's from chat. That is dark. That's dark. But look, the world is full of love.
It's true.
And if
as you like to say, right? There's a lid for every pot.
I do love to say that. I famously love to say that because I'm 95 years old. And I'm not 95 years old, but I do feel that tired. There's a lot of love, and that's what I discovered. Going on Reddit for a Valentine's themed episode, I mean, the hope that I felt, the elevation that I felt. No, it's not a good situation.
I know. I always forget that the Lonely Hearts Club, especially on Reddit, gets very keyed up about being alone.
Yes.
On the day of. I'm like, why are you sitting at home and thinking about it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
From what I have read, that's exactly what people are doing. But at least they're like finding community in that way.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
Which is nice. But people have a lot of opinions about Valentine's Day. It's a very triggering holiday. You know, because it's all about love. It's like Christmas and the holidays are triggering because it's about family. And then New Year's is triggering because it reminds people of where they're not at and where they want to be. And then Valentine's Day is triggering because if you're not in a relationship, you feel like you're reflecting on that or, oh, am I ever going to find someone? Am I a failure? You're thinking about your ex. And if you are in a relationship, you're like, what a fucking disappointment. And then there's like a small subset of people that are like, heart eye emoji, they're super happy and they're in a relationship. And we don't want to hear from those people.
Yeah, that's
Keep
true.
that to yourself and post that on your close friends with only other people that are happy. So just post on your close friend that hopefully is just you and your partner. Do I sound bitter?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Okay, I got something for us here. No, not at all. Okay, perfect. This is from the Reddit thread, AskUK. Shout out to Spice Girls. Single people. What, if anything, will you be doing for Valentine's Day? Serious replies only. I'm planning to get the M&S family rotisserie dine-in meal deal and eat it by myself while I delete Hinge. Then for the grand finale, I might text my ex. Curious to know if people are doing anything deliberately anti-romantic, a Galentine's Day thing with friends, or if most of us just pretend it's not happening and get on with our normal lives. What do you think about that? Sounds like kind of a fun night.
Yeah, I mean, I love a good rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. I got one in my fridge right now. My name written all over it, baby. Delete Hinge. And then text your ex.
I love that. I also did love too, especially more in terms of hookup culture. If you've been hooking up with someone new, I like the no-fly zone that kind of always would fall in and around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Where I think people kind of drop off contact.
Right.
You know, they'd want like the coast to clear.
Trying to kind of navigate that because you don't want to increase the intimacy and make it too serious if you're worried that it's not.
Well, and especially like
that.
this year as well, it falls on a Saturday.
Pressure.
So if you've been hooking up with someone and been hanging out on Friday or Saturday nights, I think it's almost awkward.
If you just don't hang out one Saturday.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, what's more awkward? Being like, hey, maybe we just put a pin in it. We reconnect on Sunday. I'll see you at church. Or is it more awkward to just double down and go and, you know, try to do something romantic?
Yeah, I think you double down.
You think it's better to just double down? I mean, you only live once. You may as well send it. I think the best case scenario in that, if we're referring to somebody that you're just like hooking up with, I think if you guys can both have a sense of humor about it and there can be some levity, then you could actually just have fun. You know, go to Benihana.
That's true.
You know, get the heat
great.
going. Benihana never
well, I think
misses.
that's if the fear, especially let's say a man towards a woman, if he approaches it with a sense of humor, being like, you know, let's just hang out, that it's tough to maybe make sure the woman is going to stay on the same page emotionally the whole night.
Damn.
And not get a little worked up.
Right.
If you're not doing something like super romantic or.
How romantic do you have to be? You know, I mean, what's the end goal here anyway? If it's somebody that you're hooking up with, or I think you should just go for it and let it rip and just tell them everything that you've been thinking. And then hopefully you're celebrating, you know, in a
Yeah, because if you're normally just going to dinner, having drinks, then going home to have sex.
Yeah.
I think the only like level up from that,
right.
if you're more serious, would be an exchange of gifts. But if you've only known the person for a few weeks.
Right.
I don't think that expectation would necessarily
be
involved anyway. So I think you'd be fine.
Yeah. I think that no matter what, it doesn't matter. And it's a made up holiday. And I think people take it too seriously. So it's like, if anything like this is like making you feel depressed, I love the energy of this poster because it's basically just an F you. I'm going to delete Hinge. I'm going to text my ex. I'm going to cause some chaos. You know, I think that, take the pressure off. If it feels fun, go for it. And again, keep it to yourself. And if it doesn't feel fun, then who gives a shit? Yeah. You know, I did like some of the comments though on this one of, for what single people are going to be doing on Valentine's Day. And I don't know if it's just because it's like the Brits, but they really, I'm obviously, whenever I'm reading a UK post, I'm reading it in my head in an accent. This person said, throwing bird seeds at couples in the park and watching the pigeons descend, the usual. This sounds fun. Can I join? Okay, that's a love match. Get off the thread. Surely if someone is single, then they would simply do what they would do on any other given day. Like the literalist. I know. We get it. I know. It's actually, I'm like, oof, would not want to receive a Valentine from that person. Don't text your ex. What do you think? Should you text your ex on Valentine's Day? It doesn't say text them something good or bad.
I know. Are they in a relationship?
I think single. No, they're saying they're single. Oh,
they're single.
You're single. Should you text your ex on Valentine's Day?
I don't think so.
Why? Why not?
I don't know. Because I like...
I'm just starting shit for no reason.
I don't like texting someone unless I can kind of like alpha dog the situation a little bit more.
Oh, shit.
You know? Like an ex in that situation.
Well, what about this?
Or be like quippy or... memorable. I don't know. It's kind of a little beta to come in with a Valentine's Day text.
Right, but you're making assumptions on what the tone is. What if you text your ex because they're with somebody and then you could say, congratulations. I hope that you're happy and I love seeing you thrive. And I'm glad that Cupid found you two and love and light. That could be kind of nice.
That's super cute.
Yeah.
Well, what is the Nick Vile's book title? Don't text your ex happy birthday.
Oh, I haven't read this book.
And basically the premise of the title is like, it's selfish of you to text your ex happy birthday. Like, you guys have broken up. And if anything, you create like an awkward tension that like now they're supposed to take time on their birthday to text you back or the rest of it. Like,
right.
And I know you can say, oh, well, we've been so close, I want to wish them well.
Right. It's just an excuse.
Yeah,
though.
it's just an excuse.
Yeah. I think just don't text your ex in general, probably. Unless you're trying to just like have a laugh. Like,
yeah,
you're like with the boys and like, you know, you're trying to hit on a couple of birds and like nothing happens. And then you just like get a little bit toasty and text your ex or something. I don't know. Again, life is short. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
My advice, text your ex. I changed my mind on the spot. It's giving chaos. Okay, what do you got, Kath?
Am I overreacting?
Yes.
Am I overreacting? Husband wants to visit friend Valentine's Day weekend.
Ooh.
Am I overreacting? My female 33, husband, male 32, wants to visit his friend the weekend of Valentine's Day. His friend lives approximately 2.5 hours away. My husband would leave late Thursday night and return late Sunday night. His friend's birthday would be Friday and is single, so he's not interrupting someone else's Valentine's plans. He asked me how I felt about this. I told him I did not like it, but I really couldn't give him a why. In my head, it's Valentine's Day, and he should be with me. Due to his work schedule in past years, we have spent many holidays apart.
Oh.
His argument for visiting his friend is that we don't do much on Valentine's Day. We are not a couple that goes out on Valentine's Day or does any large gifts. We typically do a night in and cook a nice meal and either play some games or watch a movie. He also mentioned the following weekend we would be going out for a nice dinner to celebrate our wedding anniversary. Edited to add info. I'm not worried about my husband cheating. I know his friend and he's a good guy. I also trust my husband 100%. Second edit. Thanks, everyone. I've gone ahead and told my husband to go, but that I would miss him. He's offered to come home earlier on Sunday and to even make our anniversary celebration the following week a full day event instead of just dinner.
Wow. Direct communication really does work, huh, Kath? That's really nice to see. Yeah. I think that she's maybe overreacting, but I don't think that it's unfounded that she feels frustrated that her husband is going to go. And it sounds like, I mean, okay, let's say this. Bromance is real. And I think it's beautiful that these friends are there for each other. I think it's really funny that he's leaving on a Thursday night and he's not going to be back till Sunday night. So in my head, like, he's taken at least a day off of work. Why does he have to go for so long to be with his friend on Valentine's Day? Also, they said it's 2 hours away.
Yeah.
You don't need to, like, if it's, for me, if it's under like 5 hours, like, or 4 hours, like, you could, you know, you could come back. You know, he's acting like that he's driving across the country.
The birthday is Friday.
Right. And then you're not coming back till Sunday night. But actually, I'll come back Sunday afternoon. And I'll tell you what, babe. You know how I told you I was taking you to Applebee's for our anniversary next week? Guess what? Before, we're going to hit up Barnes & Noble too, okay? It's on me. Get whatever you want. It's going to be a full day event. I think the negotiating is weird, and that is giving closeted. I'm sorry. And that's not a bad thing. I'm sorry because they seem like they're in love in some ways, but I think that it's weird. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, that's probably true. I mean, that's why he gives the vibe of like a husband who she 100% trusts, right?
Right. But I mean, a couple of the things that I'm flagging are also just that his justification of why he thinks that it's okay that he's not spending Valentine's Day with his wife is that we never really do anything, but that's because of him. And so it's like, babe, we never make Valentine's Day a big deal. And she's like, yeah, but I've been asking you to make it a big deal for the last 7 years. And he's like, well, I can't this time. You know, I'm going to spend 4 nights with Brian. I told you already.
Completely. And I think it wouldn't really bother me. Like, you can go, you know, maybe the weekend just worked out schedule wise. That's fine. You two go do you. But I will be running through like multiple self-care expenses to the company credit card all weekend.
Right.
You know,
right. That's
like
fair.
if he was in town, I wouldn't maybe we don't do gifts, but if you're gone, I'm going to be buying myself some gifts.
Like what?
I don't know, massage, a facial.
Right.
Just some of those treat yourself things, go shopping.
You have to treat yourself because you know that they're going to be treating themselves on this week. And also it's a little bit like, we don't even know what they're getting up to. So it's like the birthday is on a Friday. Again, what is the 4th day? What is the Thursday night? I have to be there Friday morning. So he's like, I need to be there the morning of my bro's birthday. I cannot miss that. And then I need to be there the whole night and the next day. But for the wedding anniversary of his actual wife, he's now just saying, okay, I'll extend it to the whole day. Why don't you make it a Thursday through Sunday night? Why don't you take me on a cruise from Long Beach to Mexico? Do something. You could get a Carnival cruise for like $89 nowadays. Ever since COVID, people don't really want to go on cruises as much.
Top comment. How important is Valentine's Day to you personally? I'd advise not to use societal standard to determine how you should spend the day.
So true.
If it's truly important to you, express that. If not, I think it's fine to spend this away, especially since it's his friend's birthday.
Wow, that's powerful. I mean, platonic love is just as important as romantic love. So, controversial opinion maybe, but so if the hub loves the bro, let them celebrate together. It's romantic. It's cute.
All right, the next one is from Relationship Advice.
Love it.
My boyfriend, male 38, and I, female 34, have made plans for Valentine's Day, and he wants to postpone for his parents. My boyfriend and I made plans to spend time together on Valentine's Day. I told him it was important for me to be able to celebrate this with him. He texted me saying he wants to do it a few days earlier because his parents are flying to town and he wants to spend time with them. I'm upset because I feel like he does this every time they decide to pop into town. Meanwhile, we've had this plan since December and they just decided to come into town that day. Now I'm upset and he's saying it's unfair because he just wants to see them since they live in a different state and only visit 2 times a year. I don't know if I'm being unreasonable or if he is.
I mean, I really think that it doesn't matter that much about Valentine's Day. So if they're flying in, probably the parents are not even thinking about it. They're like, you're 38 and 34 and you're married. It's probably not that big of a deal.
No, I don't think they're married.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh, they're just dating.
Just dating.
Okay. Well, then this changes things. So this would go back, number one, to my theory that men want to fuck their moms and their moms want to fuck them. So it makes sense that mom's like, let's get there on Valentine's Day. I got to see my man. That so far, this theory has not met any resistance. So I think that's what's happening. I think it's weird, but I don't think it's a big deal. Like, I don't think the parents are thinking about it.
Oh, no, I don't think it's weird on the parents' end. I kind of think, though, it's weird that the boyfriend wouldn't invite her to like do dinner. Like, it doesn't have to be an official Valentine's Day event, but like he's bailing on her.
Right. To have dinner with his parents. Yeah, I don't know why they can't just do it together. I don't know if they're staying with him for the weekend, but like, why wouldn't he just say like, hey, would you mind if we do something with my parents? They won't be alive for forever. Would love you to get them. That is how you'd get me to do it.
Would love you to get to know them more. Like, let's all just do something together.
Hey, babe, my parents are coming in town for Valentine's Day.
But if you're going to blow me off for your parents...
Yeah, it's not sexy. There's such an opportunity to make it sexy. Let's do a double date. Let's get a heart-shaped hot tub. We each take one of the loops,
That's true.
And let's really get to know each other. I mean, like, love comes in all different forms. But I do agree it's weird to kind of ice out the girlfriend on Valentine's Day. It makes me worried that, he wants to talk to them about the relationship.
Oh, yeah.
But maybe in a good way.
He's trying to dodge a bullet.
Or maybe he's thinking of proposing and he wants to show them the ring or get their opinion, right? It could be a positive thing. But...
So funny. Celebrating a few days on either side is way better. Oh, sorry. And I love OP's name is Cheap Personality.
Oh, I kind of like that. Sassy.
So OP goes, fair enough. Can I ask why? Because everywhere jacks up prices on the 14th.
I don't know
Roses
how
are 200 a dozen on the 14th. On the 16th, they're 75. Well, they also might be like a few day old roses. Yeah. Nice restaurants are fully booked on the 14th. So your reservation is rushed and in a crowd. Go 2 days later and it's quiet and you can relax over a second glass of wine and dessert.
That is true, what that commenter is saying, but that is the opposite of sexy. So it's like this guy is going to come to his girlfriend and say, not only am I blowing you off on Valentine's Day to hang out with my parents, but let's do it a couple days after so I can get a discount on the shit I'm going to buy you because I'm not even going to get anything in advance. So it's like you're cheap and you want to fuck your mom.
I know.
This relationship is really not looking good.
Could not say better. Neither of you are being unreasonable. However, if your needs are not being met, leave. You're a grown woman, so start as you wish to proceed.
That would be insane. That would be an insane reason to break up.
He meets pretty much every other need except for this one. And then the writer goes, then let it go. If you're showered with love, the date of being showered in love really makes no difference.
Wow. That's true. It just feels so transactional. Like, it doesn't feel sexy. It doesn't feel romantic. Like, as soon as it gets too much into the logistics like that, I'm like, I'm actually over it.
Yeah, I feel
You know what I mean? Like, we're going to negotiate terms about how we're going to celebrate this and it's just, oh my God, I'm so bored. It's either like, bring me an amazing surprise gift and fuck my brains out or leave me alone. That's really it.
Exactly.
And that applies to every day. If you want to talk to me, new rule for 2026, bring me an amazing gift and fuck my brains out or leave me alone. And I feel like that is really where you're going to kind of start to see like who the real ones are.
Our next one is from Relationship Advice. How do I, 32 female, forgive my husband, 42 male, for drinking to excess on Valentine's Day and ruining our first night ever, leaving our baby with a sitter?
Oh.
My favorite band is on tour and scheduled a show for Valentine's Day in a city near us. When this was announced several months ago, I excitedly suggested that we get tickets. We still had a lot of time to find a sitter that we liked and get more comfortable leaving our baby with them. Husband agreed and bought the tickets. Excitement.
Oh my God.
As the date drew closer, I couldn't stop talking about how much this night would mean to me. This was going to be a night for us to have fun, reconnect after months of talking about nothing else other than our baby, feel like the old us for just a few hours. Being on Valentine's Day was a secondary consideration, but of course that date holds a special meaning on top of everything else. We found a sitter we loved. This is a huge deal. A night out, alone, to see my all-time favorite musicians. Day of the show. Husband and I both have off work and babies at daycare.
Oh, yeah.
Husband makes us mimosas and breakfast. Sweet start to the day.
Hot.
Husband continues to drink after mimosas. Beer after beer after beer.
No.
More beer on the train to the show.
No.
More beer at dinner down the street from the venue. This is when I finally noticed that he isn't just excited like I am, but drunk. He asked me a question. What time does the show start again?
No.
And I answer. 60 seconds later, he asks me the same question. Walking to the venue, I ask if he's okay and if he will make it through the show.
Oh, God.
Mistake. He snaps. Accuses me of doing drugs at some point in the evening despite being with him the entire time.
What?
Screaming at me on the street that he can't believe I'd do something like that. I'm floored. Have no idea how to respond to something so ridiculous, but he's so drunk he isn't listening to anything I'm saying.
Oh.
I try my best to remain calm, hoping we can save the night. Get inside the venue. He is screaming at me, I can't believe you did cocaine.
What?
And drawing looks from everyone around us. I'm pleading with him to understand why that is such a wild thing to say.
Oh my God.
He won't listen. He storms out and says he's going home.
Good.
I'm in an impossible situation because I can't let him go home and be the only adult to relieve the babysitter and be home alone with our baby. So I have to follow. Pleading the whole time, begging him. He won't listen. I end up getting us an Uber because he can't figure out to on his own.
Oh.
Uber ride home, he tells me he's going to call my mother and tell her I did drugs.
What?
I'm floored. My mother would be wildly confused and worried if he were to do this. So I call her and explain what is going on.
Oh, God.
She hears how badly my husband is slurring. I don't think she will ever look at him the same again. We get home and I try to sleep on the couch. He doubles down and calls me a terrible mother right before going into the bedroom.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't even look at him today, the next day, and have not said a word to him in 15 hours. I'm disgusted. I don't know what to do or how to address this. I don't know how to forgive him.
Holy shit.
My family certainly won't. I don't know whether to address the drinking or the drug accusations or what. I need some advice. Thank you for reading.
Okay. I got you, Queen. That was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just to recap, make sure I have this correct. Husband and wife, their favorite bands in town. Let's, for the purposes of this story, we'll say Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
Backstreet Boys in town, shows on Valentine's Day. Hell yeah, this is going to be our first time leaving our tiny baby. That's a huge deal. That's bigger than the Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Leaving the baby for the first time, they actually get to go out, have a proper night. Planning for months, getting so excited. He starts the day off cute, gives her a mimosa as an excuse to basically start drinking as early as possible. And then he just crushes beers all the way through the night. They take the Metro North into the city, crushing beers. He's blackout by dinner. He doesn't remember what time it is. Mm-hmm. She's pointing out that he's slurring and seems really drunk. Are you going to be okay? And then he snaps. And then what he says to his wife is, you're doing coke, mm-hmm. and starts screaming it to everybody, and then is doubling down on that. He won't quiet down. Then he ruins the whole night even more, and they don't even get to go to the concert because he's so blackout and incoherent that she's not going to embarrass herself and torture the poor babysitter who's there and has no idea what the hell Beast is coming home. / the dad obviously can't take care of the kid, and now she has to go home and do all the night feedings and wake up with the baby, and now she has to find a divorce lawyer. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
And she missed her favorite band.
Oh, and then he also threatened that he was going to call her mom. Mm-hmm. So he did coke.
Right?
100%.
Exactly my thought as well.
He did coke. Mm-hmm. He is worried that she saw, but he's so blackout he can't even process it. He hates his wife. He's so angry and so resentful. And he doesn't know how to express it. And so he chose to publicly express his disdain, embarrass her, mortify her, and blow up his whole marriage. Mm-hmm. Instead of asking if he could, have a night with the boys once a month.
I'm in complete agreement.
That is a really, really bad, for her, I think she has to address everything. I think if she's even considering staying with him, which she obviously has to because they have a little baby, and so they have to figure something out, I think they need to definitely maybe get a third party involved. So she hasn't talked to him in 15 hours, but what I didn't hear is he woke up the next day and he said, I am the worst piece of shit alive. I am so sorry. I will make this up to you. I'm going to get up with the baby every day for the next year throughout the night. I'm going to make this up to you. I'm going to go to counseling. I obviously have mental issues in addition to potential addiction issues. He's not even saying any, there's no apology. There's no accountability. I would not talk to him if I was her either. I would need a second because I wouldn't have anything nice to say for a while.
Let's see. You, a commenter, you are asking the wrong question. It's not how you forgive him. It's how does he repair the trust that he damaged? Whoa. I need info. How is he acting this morning? Is drinking something he does a lot? Mm-hmm. Has something like this happened before? I'm tempted to chalk this up to baby stress, but I have no idea what your relationship is like. OP says, thank you for this. Mm-hmm. This morning, he was wildly hungover, and I caught him in tears at one point, but ignored it because I couldn't even look at him.
Yeah.
He drinks often, but does not get mean or throw around wild accusations as he did last night. This was a new and scary side, but he does drink often, and I've brought up my concerns about it just for his physical and mental health. Commenter, in that case, this would be ultimatum time. Mm-hmm. This is a time he literally could have harmed your family. I'm not saying he would, but I'm saying that being unpredictable is dangerous. He clearly has no judgment in that situation. Therapy, and he stops drinking or you leave.
100%. That's so scary, though. So it's a larger question that comes to mind is, so when do you get to let your guard down? Like, do you ever get to just trust that the person you married is not going to wake up one day and become an absolute nightmare and out of pocket? It's like, she's obviously been with this person for a while, obviously loves her husband, has a baby with him. Like, when do you actually get to trust that you've met the real person? Never?
Yes. Together 7 years, married for 3. He drinks to excess often. He would say he doesn't have a problem because it doesn't affect his career or day-to-day activities.
It does.
Exercises, runs, races, walks the dog, helps with the baby. But drinking is a big part of any downtime he has. Actually, it's the main part.
Yeah. But what do you think? Do you ever get to let your guard down, or do you think she's seen the alcohol was an issue?
So I've like seen this happen before. I can think of like 3 couples, honestly, that were kind of in a similar dynamic, like together 7 years, married, let's say under 5 years. And unfortunately, I do think cocaine sometimes like leads to the mask like falling in a little bit of way when it's like really dialed in with alcohol in that way. And I think, yes, in 2 of those situations, the husband ended up like getting sober and like has remained sober since. It's kind of penance for sure. But I think as the woman in the situation, you also have to be mindful of how you're connecting with your partner and maybe like a disconnect that exists like beyond his consumption. Like I think like when the mask slips, when you see that side to him, like he's obviously feeling some sort of repressed disconnect. And so I don't know. I don't know if it's like maybe you're nagging a little bit too much. You're not supporting him in a way he needs to be supported.
This is not on the woman at all.
I don't think it's on the woman at all, but I don't think like it's coming from something. I think that like there can be, I think therapy is, in my opinion, more constructive. I don't know. I mean, I think that you should, in an ideal situation, be able to support a spouse to like engage in moderate, like some substance consumption.
Yes, but I think that there's probably a disconnect that's going on for sure. But I think this is his demons and his rage. And I just personally, I don't know how I could recover from somebody speaking to me like that.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And maybe a better woman than I could forgive that and repair that. But for me, it's like really hard to unsee something. So if I saw that, it's like, oh, you could accuse me of something like that, and then you're going to threaten me, and you're going to leave me in the middle of where we are, and you're going to go home to our baby and like put them at risk. Like that is just, so many lines have been crossed. Like, I don't even care. Okay, she's nagging him too fucking bad. It sounds like you need more nagging.
But I think like she needs to almost like be the spiritual backbone and pierce the veil a little bit. Like, I know like the past few months of the baby have been hard. I know marriage has been hard. Like it's hard for me too. Like you chose me, I chose you. We have this beautiful child together. Like we'll ride with each other.
He needs to do that. He should be on his hands and knees begging her to not leave. And that's a start. It shouldn't be her doing it. I think he needs to do that. She's not the one behaving badly. She's the one that's like dealing with his.
Yeah, but I think like the reality is men get this repressed feeling that like maybe this marriage, like they chose wrong. And like, believe me, marriage isn't a picnic for anyone involved. And so I think it's like they become these babies of like the sense of this inner torment that's like that they get very wrapped up in their own head. Whereas if you're the woman and you just slice through that noise, like you kind of gain your power back in the situation. It's not about him like then having to walk on eggshells for the next year to like win back your trust.
Right.
I think you need to like call it as it is and be like, we're going to make this work. So, stop being a baby and like man up, be the leader of this family. Like, that's the thing. It's just not like a leadership energy.
No.
When you have your husband engaging in that. So I think like,
energy.
You can encourage him to be a leader, and that would be more productive for the relationship.
I think what would be productive is her taking the baby, who she's probably taking care of more than he is, obviously. If his recreational activity is just drinking, like how much is he helping out? Like, I'm glad he's taking the dog for a walk, but like looking at his phone and like doing his fantasy draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe maybe for some people that would work. I know having a kid, it's just like you're going to be attached to this guy forever
Completely.
anyway. But yeah, this, like, for me, that would have crossed a couple of lines. Like there's not really any going back from that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that everybody's got to have their own, you know, standards and opinions. I think like there's a way they can make it work, but I think the alcohol's got to go, and I think the guy's got to take. She's done enough work for me. I'm a little bit tired of hearing about.
Commenter, I really hate to tell you this, but I'm pretty sure your husband is doing cocaine and probably drinking more than you realize.
Yes.
It did take you an incredibly long time to click his drinking. So maybe think about that. You definitely need marital counseling either way. He needs to own up to what he did, apologize. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone says, unless OP has history of cocaine use, that accusation made no sense.
What's the family going to do too? They're definitely not going to forget. You can try to move on. Good luck. Go ahead. No. He's leading our family. They're going to be like leading your family into the ground.
Let's see. Update. Thank you to everyone who left advice. It really helped me get through the first rough days. Husband and I have spoken at length about the issue. And he's agreed to get counseling. He was not open to AA, but if counseling doesn't work for whatever reason, I told him that's the next step. A lot of people mentioned that it sounds like he uses cocaine, but he certainly doesn't. The reason it came up at all that night was because I used to use it in my early 20s when I was a free spirit / idiot, working at a restaurant just to support the habit and paying for seeing live music every chance I could. It's been 10 years since I've ever touched the stuff and never will again. But in his drunken state, he brought it up. I think he must still have some resentment towards me because of my past. So that's something we need to be worked out in counseling too. We have a long road to go, but I'm hopeful.
Okay. I'm just saying for myself what I would do. I hope it works out.
That's crazy then. I wonder if he was like roofied. Like if he wasn't on cocaine that night.
He roofied himself because he was drinking from 10:30 in the morning.
Like, I guess maybe some men can get that yippee off beer.
He was drinking from 10:30 in the morning. I'm sure he had a little flask or something. He's getting drinks at the bar. He's getting other shit. He was blackout.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's who you are when you're blackout. That's how you are when your inhibitions are lowered. That's how you're going to talk to me. That's how you think of me. Literally, bye.
Yeah.
Can't let your guard down. Can't let your guard
down.
down.
Or just vet people before you have kids with them.
But what could she have vetted? Like, what do you think she could have clocked if she said he's never acted like this scary? What do you think? You think that there probably were other signs, right? At some point, if she really like reflects on it, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they've been out drinking before.
But how do you vet for that? Hey, be real with me. When you get blackout, do you turn into an absolute psychopath? Do you try to get him drunk a bunch of times and see what happens? I mean, how do you vet for that? I'm being serious.
I don't know. I just feel like you can, like, this is like addressing the symptoms and not like the systemic reality of a human being. And I just feel like you can sense like either false or a lack of alignment in another individual. And like, I'm not choosing you as my long-term, the partner for the rest of my life to have kids with. If like I sense that like something's off in you.
Damn. Yeah. Or don't have kids. That's also advice. Makes it less complicated. That's for sure. Okay. I think I have one more. Let's see. This is from the Reddit thread, wedding planning. Is it inappropriate to schedule my wedding on Valentine's Day? So my fiance and I were planning to get married February 7th, and through unfortunate circumstances, we have to reschedule. My fiance's uncle is a priest, and he really wants to be the pastor for our wedding. But unfortunately, he will be out of town that day. It's a Catholic church, and Catholics only have weddings on Saturdays. But we have the option to do it February 14th, Valentine's Day, which according to his uncle would work perfectly with his schedule. So we thought that sounds great, and we were about to officially schedule it until now. I talked to my bridesmaids about doing the wedding on Valentine's Day, and out of the 5 of them, 4 of them think it's a super romantic idea. But the one that does not said, quote, Valentine's Day is about everyone's love, not just your own. How are other people supposed to celebrate their love if you make the whole day about y'all? I told her that maybe we could play wedding Valentine's Day games so everyone can have some time for a romantic moment. She said she would still be a part of the wedding, but she wasn't happy and still thinks it's inappropriate. She might be right, and I don't mind changing it to a different day. It's just that it's very easy for my fiance's uncle to make it, and it's close enough to our original date. So I don't know. Thoughts? You know what I'm going to say, right?
I think a Valentine's Day wedding is cute.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, who cares?
Look, I mean, definitely not. Okay, number one, of course, your uncle who's a priest is available on Valentine's Day. He's a virgin. He doesn't have any girlfriends. So obviously he's available. Is it true Catholics
Are priests
get married?
virgins? No.
Yes.
No, they're not. I think that's
Really?
nuns.
No, priests are definitely virgins.
I don't think so.
Really? I think most of them are.
I would say
who's
most
fucking a priest before they become
I don't know. I
priests?
feel like they go to like South America and probably find like some local women like on those missionary trips.
Saying? No, they have like
You think a man is absolutely capable of never having sex in his whole life? No way.
I didn't say
No
they're
way.
never having sex in their whole
No
life, but I
way.
think they're virgins before they become priests. I think a lot of them are gay. A lot of them are gay. A lot of them are in the Catholic Church.
That's true.
They're interested in other things and they're still getting away with it, and that's the tea. And then we have the other category of like true men of God. There's no way.
Very small. I would say the true men of God
is the smallest category for sure.
I mean, most nuns, I would say, die as virgins.
I think the nuns are scissoring the shit out of each other, and I think that the priests are virgins, and that's the best we can hope for. That's the best case scenario. True. I don't think it's inappropriate to have your wedding on Valentine's Day.
Not at all.
It makes a lot of sense. You're getting married. That's about love. So guess what? 1 out of 5, the one bridesmaid, take a hike. And you don't need to come and bring your nasty energy. Even her saying, oh, I'll do Valentine's Day games. You don't have to do anything. These are all adults. If you want to make it romantic and you have a partner, you can go and get drunk and make out with them in the alley behind the banquet hall.
Yeah.
Like most people do.
Completely.
Have some respect.
I mean, I would say like Christmas wedding would be tough. Thanksgiving wedding would be tough.
Thanksgiving wedding would be
Easter
weird.
wedding would be tough.
Easter wedding would also be
But everything
creepy.
else, you can do 4th of July. You can do
4th of July wedding is
You
insane.
can do New Year's.
New Year's,
You can
yeah.
do Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I don't think it's inappropriate. I feel like for her, it's just a scheduling issue. And
Halloween wedding would be funny.
Halloween wedding would be creepy as hell. Not as creepy as an Easter wedding, but is it true Catholics can only have weddings on Saturdays? Since when? Really?
Yeah.
Because the church is busy on Sunday. It's popping.
Yes.
Right?
That's why.
He's got plans. He's got a date with
And
the
that's
big
why
guy.
you have to get married. I think the latest most will do is 2 p.m.
Why?
because they have 5 p.m. mass on Saturday.
Whoa.
So that's why traditionally, if you have a Catholic ceremony, there's always that 3-hour gap
Oh, right.
from church to the reception.
Damn. I didn't realize that. I just feel like most weddings are on Saturdays and stuff. I didn't know. So you can't do a Friday night wedding? You can't get Liddy down at St. Ignatius on a Friday night?
I think not in the church. You might be able to convince a priest to come to you.
Yeah.
I guess not.
I don't know. I mean, I've been to a lot of Catholic weddings, and boy, are they fun. No, everybody that gets married in the Catholic Church knows that that's not the fun part. It's fun to act innocent and then go and pop off. Right? Isn't that what it's fun about?
Yeah, I think so.
But wait, let me see if this person responded. Oops. Okay. Top commenter, my understanding is that Valentine's weddings are pretty popular, especially when they fall on Saturdays. I don't think it's an issue, but I'd check any other vendors you may need before committing because it's possible that everything else is more expensive because of the holidays. Wedding flowers are usually 1.5 to 3 times the normal price this weekend, not to mention your options are more limited. Source, my best friend's a wedding florist. Yeah, say goodbye to roses or say goodbye to your budget. Okay. We need to get these two in the bridal party because they're actually making me laugh. And then Bad Vibes McGee can go and hang out. Probably she's the only single bridesmaid. She's probably literally the only single one. And that's why she's just like, this is like, you're making it about you.
That's true.
Literally.
Because I guess like wouldn't it be kind of, if you're trying to invite someone as a wedding date, you either don't have a date, or if you're inviting someone, it's like, oh, well, you come to my friend's wedding on Valentine's Day.
No pressure. Valentine's Day, and it's my friend's wedding, and I'm in the bridal party. And you're going to have to go to Catholic Mass. So I hope you got to spare 4 hours on Saturday. Yeah. I mean, they could do something cute. Like, all right, all the single ladies comes to the dance floor. Everybody gets to dance with my uncle, the priest. And then at the end, he gets to pick who he hypothetically would date if he wasn't already dating JC.
Okay.
Like, people need to think outside the box.
If you're a brother, do you have to be a virgin?
Oh, wow. I don't think you have to be, but I think a lot of them are.
That's true. That's true.
I know. I can't wait to Google what percentage of priests are virgins. I mean, obviously, well, maybe they can't lie unless they do reconciliation. It's complicated.
Okay. The next one, am I overreacting?
Yes.
Am I overreacting by telling my wife her sleep eating is messing up our family and her weight loss?
Oh.
I'm a dad, mid-30s, and my wife, also mid-30s, is plump and always has been since I've met her. And I'm happy with her body how it is. But she really wants to lose weight, and she's been dieting and trying to work out more. It's not like extreme or anything, but she's been refusing a lot of food she used to eat without thinking. Like no garlic bread, no ice cream, no this, no that.
What the?
Which is fine, her body. But because of that, she's been getting super hungry at night and doing this thing where she wakes up and eats, but is like half asleep.
Oh.
She doesn't remember most of it. It's not just one thing either. It's sweet stuff, salty stuff, leftovers, and also people snacks. Even like the lunch meat we buy so our daughter can make herself sandwiches when she's home alone. That's the part that annoys me the most, because then our kid opens the fridge and there's nothing for her. My wife always apologizes every time with an "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to," and then it keeps happening anyway. So me and my daughter started hiding our snacks, which feels really stupid to do in your own home, but we were tired of stuff getting eaten. So here's the thing. Our daughter has a long distance friend, and they sent her a chocolate box from a local shop as an early Valentine's Day gift. She was really excited about it, and she didn't want them to melt, so she put the box in our new deep freezer. She figured my wife wouldn't look there because we really don't keep anything in it yet. The next day after dinner, she went to get the chocolates, opened the box, and half of them were gone. She got mad, like really mad, and started yelling. My wife was crying, saying she was sorry and she didn't remember doing it. Then I jumped in and told my wife that this is what's straining things between her, me, and our daughter.
Whoa.
And honestly, probably part of why she's not losing weight, because she's basically binge eating in her sleep after not eating what she actually wants all day. She said I'm blaming her for something she can't control, and that I'm fat shaming her and making her feel disgusting. I wasn't trying to shame her. I literally don't care about her weight. I just care that our daughter is upset and our food keeps getting taken and the house is in such distress over snacks.
I can't.
Now she's giving her daughter the cold shoulder, even after she apologized for yelling at her. And I feel like I made everything worse by saying anything at all.
You did. First response, you did make it worse. You did fat shame her. You didn't need to say, oh, that's probably why you're not losing the weight. What did you think was going to happen when you said that?
Course.
King? You knew that there's no scenario where that was ever going to land.
And I'm assuming she's the one who's grocery shopping.
Right.
So at least she can keep like most women can keep mental inventories of their own pantries. So I assume she's, in the kitchen the following day and can make note of things she should replace, right?
Right. I'm sure she obviously doesn't feel good about herself. If she's dieting, she's like sleep eating. Like, is that like from like medication or like taking like sleep meds? Sometimes like, don't like, there's crazy like sleepwalking stories and people do all kinds of things and they don't even know what they're doing. This is a weird one. This is a tricky one. All I know for sure is that telling your wife or partner that that's why you're fat is guaranteed never, ever going to be received well, no matter what the situation is. I think the kid, the daughter, the long distance friend who sent them a box of Valentines, I'm assuming is a girl. And so I do love that it's giving kind of like sapphic, like teen vibes. So I get that. I'd be pissed too if like my secret girlfriend from Tumblr like sent me chocolates and then my mom is like on a weird diet and like binge ate them. Like I'd be pissed off too. But I think everyone's being like really mean to mom, honestly.
Yeah. A commenter goes, this sounds like a sleep disorder to me. I don't know why others are saying you shouldn't believe she doesn't remember. It's totally possible. People do many unusual things as sleepwalkers. You should see a doctor about this.
Thanks.
Someone goes on, this is the truth. I sleep, eat, and walk and talk. When I was a teen, my dad found me in the kitchen making a pitcher of Kool-Aid, fully asleep. I still have no recollection of it.
Whoa.
Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of eating, but not always. Sometimes I'll try to eat inedible things thinking they are food.
Oh, wow.
Like thinking the black TV remote is a Hershey bar.
Damn.
So wife is a sleep eater. It's a real thing. I don't know of any shortcuts to prevent outside of therapy. Here are 2 things that might help. 1, I keep a bowl of popcorn, a few M&Ms, and a ginger ale on the table next to me at night.
Okay.
Very often I just grab a handful of that and then go back to sleep. Apparently I'm a lazy sleep eater. I have a ton of popcorn on the floor, but it's better than eating half a gallon of ice cream. 2, consider putting a complicated child lock on the fridge, freezer, or a cabinet. I've woken up before trying to do something that was too complicated, and apparently it slows me down, and often I just go back to sleep. Geez, it feels like I'm typing about an alter ego of myself, like I turn into a werewolf or something. That's weird.
Did this only start since she started dieting?
I guess so, yes.
Okay, so that's also like, it's all got to be connected. I don't know. It's like, don't you want to help her? Like, what can we do to help you? I'm sure she doesn't feel good about it either.
Yeah, completely.
And it's probably really scary to not even know what's going on in your body or not be aware of what you're doing. So maybe they could like figure out a solution together instead of acting like she's doing this maliciously. That's the part that's not, it's not kind of clicking.
Yeah, I would say maybe up her protein intake.
Yeah. I would say add the garlic bread back in. Life is short. It's too delicious, you know? But yeah, I don't think that dad handled it that well. I just like feel bad. It just like feels bad. Like it does feel like everybody's kind of like shaming her. And like, obviously it's annoying. And okay, she's eating the lunch meat. We've all been there.
Completely. I mean, I'll say like you can like if there's a situation that we go out to eat and you bring like leftovers home, I think like people should respect leftovers. Someone might be emotionally attached to like what they were saving for themselves. But I don't know beyond that. And I also too, like I love complimenting people when I think they look more fit. Like everyone likes to be like, oh, you look good if you've been working out.
Right.
My one no-go is I would never, ever, ever do the reverse. I don't think it's really appropriate to comment on people's weight in general.
No.
Because people remember that forever.
Of course.
Forever and ever and ever.
They really do.
Yeah.
They totally do. Who are you thinking of right now?
No, well, I just think especially with like men as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can think of, doctors making comments and this and that. And yeah, it's just like, just use your mouth to say something nice or shut it and pop some,
Yeah, I think maybe get her on that carnivore diet. If she starts eating like
I think it's the protein.
3 steaks a day, she probably won't be midnight snacking as much.
I wonder if he's tried that. You should try that. The poster should try. Have you tried preparing 3 steaks a day for your wife and see if that helps the sleep eating issue? That's so true, Kath.
Yeah.
That's romantic as hell. If somebody made me 3 steaks a day, I would put a baby in them. That's love. That's literally love. I think that's the ep.